This video will guide you through select features of the MotionLab software. In the MotionLab window, select the servo drive with corresponding serial number. The MotionLab GUI has 3 sections: the function launcher, the drive configuration page tree, and the XDC configuration menu. First, click the gear icon in the upper right to set units for position, velocity, acceleration, and force. Next, click the Move tab in the function launcher. In the MotionLab Move window, we will focus on the Homing, Position, and Oscillation tabs. The homing procedure defines the reference or 0 position for the position sensor within the VCA, also known as the home position. It is important to home the VCA each time you use the measure system, because this serves as a reference point for all VCA movements. The Position tab controls the movement of measure's movable platform up or down to specific positions. Under the Target tab, users can specify the locations to which the VCA will move. The target position can be entered manually, adjusted in gradual small increments, or positioned with a slider. Once enabled, the VCA will move to the specified position, and a plot of the actual demand and target positions will be displayed. It is recommended to position the VCA by entering a value or adjusting in increments due to the precise control of these options. Under the Profiler tab, users can control the velocity, acceleration, and deceleration during motion. Under the Limits tab, users can set the minimum and maximum absolute positions of the VCA as a safety feature to restrict the VCA's movement. Under the Thresholds tab, users can set the position window and position window time that specify when the controller considers the target position to be reached. Similarly, users can set the following error window and following error timeout to specify the target window discrepancy that will result in an error. Finally, under the Control Loop tab, users can change the settings of the control loop in the PID controller. Note: excessively large control gain values can result in instabilities, and excessively small values can result in the target position not being reached or motions that are too slow. The Oscillation tab defines parameters for cyclic movements. Under Initial Positioning, set the oscillate around value or baseline position of the cyclic movement. Under Oscillation, select between sinusoidal and square cyclic movement mode. Set the amplitude of the oscillation around baseline, frequency or number of oscillations per second, and interpolation period. In the MotionLab window, click the Scope tab. In the Scope window, users can graphically display VCA parameters in real time. Select either Polling mode, which plots data in real time but with a smaller sampling rate, or Monitoring mode, which collects data for a specified time duration at higher sampling rates. Click on the gear icon to set the parameters for these modes. In the Scope window, up to 4 VCA parameters can be recorded and displayed. Click Add to select the desired parameters to monitor and display. For example, we will display the position actual value, position demand value, current actual value, and velocity demand values. Specify the color and chart number in which the data will be displayed. The vertical axis limits can be adjusted using the gear icon next to the chart number. Additionally, the charts can be rearranged by clicking and dragging. When the user is ready to collect and save data, specific plot values can be viewed along the plotted parameters. In the MotionLab window, the Program tab allows the user to access and run commands via macros. Macros allow the execution of several commands in sequence and is the preferred method of performing stretches with measure. Macro loading and execution will be described in Part 4 of BMSEED's Mechanics Module video tutorial. Refer to BMSEED's Mechanics Module User Manual or contact us directly if you have any questions about the MotionLab GUI.